The mailroom provides an all-access pass for women to enter the minds of today's men.
Nina Hartley.
I'm Jessica Sutta at the mailroom.
I have on my panel a divorced woman, a single woman, and a married woman. Johan Erb and Paul Green.
Our special guest, Randy Spears.
So I want to introduce to you Rod Rinks, a.k.a. Hoodie, and Charles Griffin III, Carmen Palumbo. How do you feel about being on the panel with the mailroom?
Okay, well, first of all, I saw the panel, so a girl could do worse. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah. This is a good one because I'd actually like to know this one. What goes through a man's mind prior to cheating and after he's cheated?
That is an excellent question. Anytime I've cheated, I have been able to identify both voices in my head.
You have that whole emotional wrestling match with yourself, even as a guy, and you go through it, and it still is guilt-ridden. It messed me up. That's why I don't cheat now, is because it was more torture to cheat than to tell the truth and still do what you need to do.
It's just a horrible feeling you have inside when you're doing this to, like, somebody you really care about.
You all three are saying it was a very uncomfortable situation. You were dealing with your own guilt and your own conscience. Because I think a lot of us think guys will just do it anywhere with anyone, and that really isn't the case.
The guys who are doing that, like, without any remorse, they shouldn't be in any sort of relationship at all. And if you're dating a guy that's like that, then you better look and see who you're picking to date.
My wife, I don't cheat on her. Totally trust her. When I was cheating on other girlfriends, I was always questioned.
That's a great point. Yeah. If you don't trust yourself, you cannot trust somebody else.
So picture this. You get off work on Friday, you stop by the local pub, you meet your friends for drinks, and you have this amazing conversation. But the next day you wake up and you say, was that real? Well, welcome to the happy hour at the mailroom.
I've been dating someone, and he told me he loved me for the first time via a text.
No way.
Okay, yeah, right?
In his defense, maybe he was just really feeling vulnerable, but he couldn't, he was somewhere far away.
If you really want to know, reply back ditto and see what he says.
I love it.
When I first meet a guy within the first 5 minutes, they are either in friend zone or romance zone. As men, if you do the same to women, if you categorize them.
Have you guys done internet dating? Has anyone done that? What's your experience been?
Sex rehab.
For the first time in our lives, we're kind of like, wow, should we hold back the sex and do the dating thing longer?
Well, welcome back to the mailroom. This is when us girls take over with our emails from females and put these guys in the hot seat. How do I get a man to treat me like a princess?
Wow. You're forgetting, or maybe you're just not aware, that partnership is an exchange.
The whole princess thing is just crap. I mean, it just is crap.
Wow.
It doesn't mean that, you know, a woman can't be treated with love and respect and honor and all those things that I think you might then interpret as being a princess. When I say queen, it's a very different thing. It's a level of awareness. It's a woman who owns herself, knows herself. She's going to choose me as her king. You don't get to have the fantasy till you've earned it. You and I were talking on the break about your marriage and personal responsibility.
Oh my God, my soul is dying. If I don't leave, I'm going to die. And it was sad for me to realize that I had to face spiritual death before I would take action to save my life. Don't wait until you're that unhappy. Please do not wait until you're that unhappy. If you're unhappy, it is your job to take action.
A lot of the men that I've dated, they come off very confident and handsome and whatever, and they're very scared or insecure. But you guys sincerely come from a good place.
You don't give anybody an orgasm, you help them find their own orgasm. No one gives me an orgasm. I don't give you no. I
love that. I love that.
And men are emotional creatures. That's why I like penises so much, because they're such an emotional barometer for men.
Correct.
For me to bust into my home.
Yeah.
And there's my wife getting railed by some dude on the bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I walked into a restaurant and I saw them intimately holding hands and talking close to each other in the corner, that would hurt me way worse.
Wow. You had said that there was no like handbook for like being a father, a porn star, and a husband.
Right.
Talk a little bit more about that.
Here's how you balance being a good guy, you know, good lover, a public figure, and a dad. You gotta figure it out as you go.
Yeah. Back to the conversation with your wife. When one of you would come home, what was the conversation then?
Neither one of us thought it would be sexy to be talking about, you know, where that pop shop went.
Okay.
You know, while you were at work today.
Yeah.
So we
it's really no different than being like, how did that Excel spreadsheet work out for you? Or like, I also don't want to know that, you know?
Kind of. If I had known what I know now, I would never have married that first husband because, yes, it was fun, but there wasn't enough to build a relationship on. And I didn't understand the difference between, wow, you're really hot, and enough in common to build a marriage on.
And let's specifically talk about the sex conversation. I think there's a cliche or a misunderstanding out there that as a woman gets older, she is going to be less sexual.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You know why she would lose interest in sex? Because generally she was married to an older guy for 20 years and she was bored.
Ooh,
that's why she was losing interest in sex. You know, in my 20s, I didn't have a lot of experience, and so I would just lay there. And so then I started to, kick it up a notch or two, explore different avenues, and so I'm way better now than I was in my 20s.
When I was 20, I healed my jealousy because I recognized that my jealousy was about insecurity and it was cramping my style. I wanted multiple partners. I wanted boys and girls. I wanted it not to be a problem for anybody.
Yeah.
I realized that jealousy was really, really getting in my way.
What's it like dating for you as a celebrity?
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to have friends. I had times where I was dating people and I'm like, do you like me or do you like the girl on stage?
Right.
What is the importance of being your authentic self as a role model to young people?
Kids see right through you,
Yeah.
And they know when you have a facade over you. They like connection. They like authentic. They want real. I stand for them and I do my job for them because I want to bring joy to their life.
I think we're all kind of just fiddling our way around to get to what we ultimately want, which is love.
Corey and I both have a commitment for people to have the greatest relationships possible, and we're committed to doing everything to make that happen. It's time for men to rise up and be great men without ego, and for women to love themselves and be treated with the love and respect that they deserve. When living this way, truly anything is possible.
When there's a cloud in the sky, you'll get by. When you smile through your tears and sorrows, you'll see the sun come shining through. If you just smile.
Wow.